welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Angela, and here on this channel I create beauty, fashion, and lifestyle content normally, but today I am doing a chit chat. I have not done one of these in quite some time, but I have a lot of things that are going on, a lot of thoughts in my head, and I thought I'd just go ahead and discuss this with you all. If you're new here, you probably don't care, but if you're a part of my YouTube family, hopefully you would love to hear this information or just kind of chit chat with me and just listen to what I have to say. Anyway, I don't know. So today I'm just gonna keep it. It's just gonna be a real day. We're just gonna keep it real. As you can see, I have on a turtleneck. I don't have on one of my little cute shirts, but this green is giving Christmas. It's giving Grinch. It is giving my husband's favorite color. And he's away at work, but he's here with us. Y'all wanna see? Say, there he is. Say, hey, honey. I wanted him to be here for this little chit chat, so you know he can give me some feedback and comment as well. So he's here, but he's not here, but he's here. Have my coffee, my Yeti coffee mug, my name on the front of it. And the reason I am not dressed, I would show you my outfit of the day, but it is this green turtleneck, and it is my favorite Levi high-rise jeans, and I did have on some boots. I was out running, literally running errands today. My daughter, which you all have seen on my channel if you're here a lot, she and her husband are looking for a new home, and they found one that they really like, and I really like it as well. So they had the inspector out today, and he's at work, and so she wanted me to go and do the walkthrough with her and talk to the inspector, see if there's some things that he found, maybe that they can get the company that owns the home to fix before they purchase it. And so I was happy to do that, of course. And it was an hour drive there. Then we got stuck in traffic for 2.5 hours on the way back home. So that's why I have on this green turtleneck, because this is what I had on. We're just gonna be real. And then because it's in the afternoon, I made me some more coffee. So that's the kind of day we're having. It's a good day. It's a good day, but that's kind of what's going on. So there are, I think, let's see, 3 things that I really wanted to talk to you about. The first thing is my channel is growing. I am so happy and just thankful for you all, and just really grateful for you following me, for believing in me, and for supporting me. I really, really appreciate it. I could not have done it, obviously, without you, and I just want to say thank you. As my channel has grown, YouTube has reached out to me, and they love, if you're a YouTuber, once you get to a certain level, YouTube will kind of reach out. They'll send you emails and make recommendations on how you can continue to grow and things you can do for your channel, and how to get more support for your channel and things such as that. And so they did that, and probably about a year ago, they recommended that I do memberships, and I've been thinking on it, and I was like, I don't know. So, and they made that recommendation several times. So I decided that's something I would talk to you all about and get your feedback. You all let me know if this is something you'd like to do. So memberships for YouTubers are a way for their subscribers, or I say my family, to financially support the channel. It's a monthly membership fee, and the members the people who are part of the membership get perks from that content creator, and those perks are different depending on the content creator. So what I would do if I were gonna do memberships is have a monthly virtual meet and greet. So I'd take an hour and a half of my time and schedule it, and have a list of topics for each monthly meet and greet. Let's talk about this, and it's live. So I'm there, I'm talking, hello, hi you all, and you're on your phones or your iPad or your computer at home. I personally would do it on my computer at home. I like to be able to type. And you're giving, you're asking questions, and I can see the questions as you're writing. Once you hit send, I can see them. They're on the list, and it's live. So you're getting feedback very, very timely, like right then and right there. I've seen people do lives, and sometimes they can't get to all the questions because there are so many people watching the lives that the questions are coming very, very fast. I guess that's a good thing to have, because you have so many people watching the live, but that's what that is about. And sometimes they offer different perks on, you get stars or something by your name when you make comments on the regular YouTube channel, and so you get feedback that way. So that is something I was thinking about doing. It's a way for my supporters to financially support the channel. If you know anything about YouTube, one of the channels that cost the most, that cost the content creators the most money, are channels like mine, the beauty, fashion, and lifestyle type creators. Like when we do the hauls, it's expensive. It really is expensive. And I don't know about other YouTubers, but I purchased my pieces. I don't return anything unless I get something I really do not like. Then I will return that, but I don't return my clothing items. So, and those can get to be very expensive. So, and for content creators who like to do vlogs and do traveling, the monies from their membership pay for the hotels, they pay for the gas and pay for the meals and that sort of thing. So memberships are a way to support your content creators. So let me know if that is something you all would be interested in. I'm definitely willing to do it. I really think it would be fun to get some one-on-one interaction with you guys. I know you all watch my videos, and I try to read the comments while the video is live. I try to take an hour and a half, 2 hours to reply back to the comments, so you get some replies right then and right there. But it's not an interactive kind of one-on-one kind of thing right here, right now. I'm seeing your comments and replying, and you're able to see those immediately. So I think it'd be really fun. So just let me know if you'd like to do that. Another thing, I was wondering if you all would like for me to create content sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes around current events. I never ever do content around current events because I've always felt like you all are coming here for the fashion advice, for the tricks of the trade when it comes to fashion, kind of want to hear what I have to say about this, or tips, or how to style this and how to style that. So just let me know if you'd like for me to sometimes, I can't do it all the time, but if you'd like for me to create some content around current events, I'm definitely willing to do that and give you my opinion on the current event, or kind of what's going on, how I feel about it. The third thing, third and last, but not last, thing that I'd like to talk about is Christmas and the celebration of the birth of Jesus Christ, who is my Lord and Savior, and the things that he represents, the adjectives that I think when I think about him, the things that he represents and how those things impact my life. And the first thing that I thought about was kindness, his kindness and how kind he was. And when I was thinking about that, I was thinking about how somehow it's been really bothering me for quite some time now, how unkind people seem to be in this country nowadays. Like I don't understand what happened to people just being kind in general. If you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all. If you have something to mean to say, just keep it to yourself. The people take for granted the freedom of speech. And I don't think it's so much my generation. I'm 52. I really don't think it's more so my generation. Of course, there's some people in my generation that say things that I feel like they shouldn't say, but I think it's my daughter's generation and the generation under her, the kids under her, that have this mindset of there's freedom of speech. I have a right to say what I want to say, but feel like there should be no consequences for their actions and for their words. They feel like if they disagree with something somebody has on, if they disagree with this person's body shape, or if they disagree with this person's lifestyle, that they have a right to voice their opinion, regardless of how it's going to make the other person feel, and regardless of what anybody thinks about it. I have a right to, but they don't want to feel the impact of the consequences. There should be no impact for me having my freedom of speech, for me saying what I want to say. And I just don't understand what happened to just be kind. If you don't like it, it does not impact your life, why do you feel a need to voice your opinion, to give your opinion about that? It has nothing, it's not bothering you, they're not bothering anyone else, it shouldn't bother anyone else. So why would you make a comment that could be potentially hurtful to them, or even the people around them? I know, like, if you say something hurtful to someone that I love, it's going to hurt me as well. So it's been really, really bothering me, what feels like the moral compass of the country. It's changing a lot, and by changing, I don't mean for the good. It's been really bothering me, and I'm not saying people are expected to be perfect. I'm not saying that whatsoever, but I feel like people are just feel more bold and boldened to say what they want to say. So, and I just feel like people should be more kind. The next thing, when I think about Christ, I think about his grace and his mercy. And that's one of the things that when I say my prayers at night, and I thank God, I thank you, Father, for your grace, and I thank you for your mercy. And grace is one of the things that I've been really, really working on this past year. When the year started, I was like, I need to have more grace for other people. There's a time in my life, honey, if you said something wrong to me, or if you treated me wrong, or if I went to the store and you weren't as friendly as I thought you should be when you're taking my money, or in a restaurant you weren't really kind to me, I would let you know immediately. Immediately, the clap back was immediate. And not recently though, but that was a time in my life. But this past year, I really wanted to give more grace, because I felt like God has given me so much grace. Like he's given it to me in abundance. Because when I tell you I'm flawed, honey. I am flawed, and I know it. And it's just what it is. I try, but I know I will never reach that goal. It's not even a goal. I will never be perfect. I know I am extremely flawed, and I know that tons and tons of grace have been showered upon me. So I, in turn, should do that for others. So for the past year, I've been doing good. I've been doing really good. The last thing I think about, I went to the post office, had a brand that I wanted to work with, and I paid this money for this post office box, and I get to the post office, and they forgot to put my address on the inside of my post office box. So when that package came, after I paid me $300-something for this post office box for the year, they didn't see a name on the box, and they sent the package back. Sent my package back, messed my money up. And I got there, and they told me the package not here. Like they had to go back and forth and figured out that somebody just at the post office forgot to put my name on the back of the box. And I took a deep breath, and I smiled. And I said to myself, it is not this lady's fault. I don't know whose fault it was, but it's not the end of the world. Somebody needs some grace today. And I just calmly said, how can we fix this? How can we fix it? Okay. I was. Owen. Hello. Boy, let me tell you something. I know this looks crazy, because I was just talking about God's grace. Did y'all hear somebody knock on the door? So when I said this video is real life, this video is real life. So I was in the front of the house, and my son came home, and he could hear me talking, and he was peeping through the window. I didn't see him peeping through the window looking at me, and he knocked on the door, which threw me off, because he had his old key. He would never knock on the door, but I guess he was trying to let me know, honey. Anyway, okay, so I was, oh Lord. So I was talking about God's grace. That's what I mean about grace. So the next thing, when I think about Christ, I think about the blessings. It almost, I'm just, all right, let me get myself together, because I'll start crying. Oh, how he's blessed me. The blessings that he's showered upon me, the blessings of my family. I have amazing children. I don't have stepchildren. I have 3 children. I gave birth to one of them. I didn't give birth to the other 2, but I love them dearly. I have 3 children, 3 healthy, intelligent, kind, compassionate, loving children. I have, my parents are living, my husband's parents are living. We have 2 amazing grandchildren. I just could not ask for anything more. I could not ask. I don't want for anything. Of course I want some little things. I don't need anything. There's nothing that I need that I don't have. And I'm not even talking about, what is it, honey? I'm not talking about material things. I'm not talking about shirts or belts or shoes or purses. I'm talking about the things in life that really, really matter. I have people that love me. I have a husband that adores me. I have a daughter that loves me and that respects my opinion and respects my thoughts. And I have friends that I absolutely love and adore. I have friends that are, you know, you've heard people say she's more than a friend. When I tell you they are more than friends, these are my sisters that I could not be closer to another human being than I am to them. And I'm blessed enough to have more, like I have Angel, I have Alicia, I have Carmen, I have Sheila, I have Ronnie, I have Angie. Like those 6, and I'll add Paula in there too. Those 7 women mean the world to me. And I could call any of them, all 7 of them, I could call them at 2 o'clock in the morning. They're gonna answer the phone. And if I need them, they're gonna be there for me. No matter where I am, I knew even when I was living in Saudi, if something happens and I need to come home and I just can't make that trip by myself, that I had friends that were in the United States that would fly over and fly back with me. I have 2 of those ladies, Ronnie and Angie, live in Saudi. There's nothing they wouldn't do for me, and there's nothing I wouldn't do for them. And then it's such a blessing. So when I think about the blessings that I have in my life, it just humbles me. You know, it really, really humbles me. And I always, when I'm thinking about blessings, I always want to be a blessing to someone else. And all year round, but especially during Christmas, I try to make certain that I bless someone else, and not someone in my family. It's not someone that's expecting it. Somebody I don't know. And I try to always do that. And because I want to do that in my heart, a situation always presents itself to me where I can be a blessing to someone else. And I never talk about that because I don't do it to brag. I promise you, I don't do it to brag. I do it because it was done for me. It was, people blessed my mother so much when we were young, and I've always had blessed. I've always been blessed with people doing and giving and being for me. And so I try to always do that. Last week I was able to do that, and it just, when the moment presents itself, it just makes me happy. Oh, this is it. And I was text my husband. We were able to bless so-and-so, and I'll tell you what, it's like, my daughter, she's amazing. Of course, she's a school teacher, and not only a school teacher, she's a cheerleading coach at her school. So she decided she wanted to be the cheerleading coach because they didn't have a cheerleading coach. And she was telling me there was a young lady that they couldn't afford her uniform. Her mother is a single mother, and she's having hard times. And my daughter texted me, and she said, well, if you like to be a blessing, if you like to be a blessing to somebody. She didn't give me, I have no clue what the child's name is. Then so-and-so, her mother said, she told me the mother's story, and she just doesn't have it. And I said, can you just tell her mother that I said Merry Christmas and here's a gift for me, and I just want to do this and be a blessing for her. So I text my husband, we were able to bless somebody, and it just made me happy. Just little things, situations present themselves where I can afford it, or I'm able to be a blessing to somebody else, and it just makes me happy. And I know everyone isn't able to be a financial blessing to people, and sometimes I'm able to just do little things that mean big things to someone else. There's a lady that lives near us. I'm not gonna say where I'm not gonna say where she lives near, but she lives near us where I can see her house. And she's not able to walk as well, of course, as I am. She is not. And I saw her with her cane getting ready to push her recycle can down. Now, I don't touch my recycled trash can or my trash can. I have a 17-year-old son in the house, and I have a husband, so they do that. But yeah, I was getting in my car, and I saw, woo, I took off. I got it for you. And that's just, for her, it probably was a blessing. For me, it was just the way I was raised. You just, why would you not, ever? But, and I hope, my hope is, if I get old and I'm having trouble doing that, somebody will do it for me. Or if my mother gets old where she can't do it and I can't be there, somebody will do it for her. And I always feel like those sort of blessings they're a part of karma. They'll come around and you'll get those blessings back. But I just say that to say I always want to be a blessing to someone else. And not just because I'm always blessed, but I just feel that it's just something I should do. And I just encourage you all to do that as well if you're able to do that. And the last thing, when I think about Christ, the adjective that truly, truly describes him, and that is not just it doesn't just describe him, it is who he is, and it is love. He says that he is love. That is what he is all about. That is why he died on the cross for us. And so I try to be a loving, kind person. I try to show love. I try to express that. I try to make certain that the people that I love know that I love them. And I learned growing up that you can't make the assumption that people know that you love them. You have to tell them, and not only tell them, you have to show them. So love is demonstrated in how you care for that person, how you are with them, and how you make them feel. And I just think the world needs more love, and I think we need to tell people that we love them more often and show them that we love them more often, and just and being kind and loving. I am a hugger, and so I'm always hugging. I just want to hug. I hug everybody. You know, if I love you, I'm gonna hug you. I hug everybody, and I think people underestimate the power of love and underestimate the power of a hug. And for me, that's showing people that I care about you, and it just, you wouldn't believe, coming from, this is a nursing thing, how many people aren't shown love, how many people aren't shown that physical contact, which is a source of love. You have patients in the hospital that you will hold their hand, and they haven't had anyone hold their hand in years, and for extended periods of time, and how impactful it is to hold their hand. I think it's very important to love and cherish your family, and make sure you're being the best person you can be with them, because life is so short. As a nurse, I understand and I know life is extremely short. Tomorrow is not promised. My husband is a helicopter pilot, but he's a first responder. So sometimes I'll be talking to him. I've called him several times, and he was sitting in the helicopter on the highway at an accident to pick up a patient. I'm sure when that person got in their car to drive, they didn't have any idea what they would be in an accident, or when they left their parents' home, their parent had no idea that may be the last time they see their child. So I truly encourage you to make certain that you're telling the people that you love them, that you're embracing them, you're hugging them. Now, if they don't like to be hugged, then don't hug them. They say, I don't like to be hugged. Okay, give them a note. Just tell them I love you. Give them a note. Write them a little note saying, I really, really love you. I wish I could hug you, but I really, really love you. But just make certain that your family knows that you love them. Before I leave home, every single time my husband tells me he loves me, I tell him I love him. We hug, we kiss before we leave home. And I just encourage you to do that as well. And I want you to know today that I love you, I appreciate you, I cherish you. I really, 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 really thank you for all your support and your kindness. Thank you for being kind. And thank you for your grace when it comes to me, and your grace in knowing that I am not perfect, that I make mistakes, and you may not agree with everything I say, but know that it is all coming from a good place. And I think that's it. You have anything to say, honey?
I love you, and I appreciate you.
I know you appreciate me. I love you too, honey. You'll be home tomorrow or the day after tomorrow?
Day after.
Okay. Do you have anything to say? Did I miss anything?
I can't think of anything.
Okay, I think that's it. Now, no matter where you are in the world, I want you to have the most blessed, but I hope you enjoyed this chit chat. I want you to have the most blessed day. But I hope you enjoyed my chit chat. Let me know if you want me to do more often. Okay, bye-bye.